Welcome everyone to another Heathen Brewers Heathen Brew Day. Today's brew day comes courtesy of a friend of mine called Tom SKJØLINGSTAD. Now Tom runs a home brewing outlet in Norway, and I think it's in a place called Bryggerne'S. Excuse my pronunciation, I'm sure it's not right. And he contacted me, as I say, regarding me brewing one of his all grain kits that he supplies in his store. Of course I agreed. Tom's been very generous in his knowledge to me. He's helped me out an awful lot with my brewing. So it only seemed fitting that I help him out with this. So he's provided me a kit, and this kit is the Savannah kit in his range of all grain kits. And it's an American APA. The grain bill is Pilsner malt, pale malt and Carry Munich 2. You've got Columbus as a bittering addition, and you've got flavouring and aroma additions going down from 15 minutes to dry hop, which are Simcoe and Centennial. The kit comes packed and boxed. Each of the additions is separated and put into vacuum packed bags, and the grain came in a 5 kilo sack, a plastic polypropylene bag, for ease of use. It comes with 2 sachets of M44 Mangrove Jack's West Coast ale yeast to give it a nice strong ferment, and it's being milled. The grain has been milled for use with the brew in a bag, which is what I'm doing today. I'm developing my brew in a bag system I've got, but the developments won't be used today. This will just be a conventional brew in a bag, strike water, grain sack, and then the grain goes in. And then I'll do a sparge using a jug over the grain sack. So I'd like to say a massive thanks to Tom. This has been an absolute honour to brew one of your kits. I hope I can do it some justice. There's probably a couple of little tweaks. I'm going to, not tweaks to the kit, but there's a couple of little things which I will be doing. The other one is, well, the first one is the water addition, the water side of things. I won't be using tap water. It's not to say you can't use tap water with this kit. I'm just saying that the tap water I have here is atrociously bad flavoured, and it is so hard it'd be detrimental to the flavour of the APA. If you have soft water, for example, then your additions, well, you wouldn't need to change your water profiling other than maybe Camden tablet to release some of the chloramines. So I'm using my RO water, which I've already sort of contained, and the additions of some salts according to my own recipe profile for my water additions. The other one will be, I'll be doing some pH testing as well to make sure that the pH is spot on. I want a pH of 5.2, and I want a kettle pH of no more than 5.4, probably back again to 5.2. I'd like a nice crisp APA with the colour to hold up to the colour as well. So without further ado, I would just like to say a massive thanks again to Tom and his team. Say Tom's a very generous guy. He's always helped me out, and say I'm honoured to brew this kit. So anything I can do, I'll give him a hand with it. Go and check out his store. It's Bryggerne'S, or Bryggerne'S, .Norway. So if you're over that way, man's a wealth of information. Check out his store, check out what he does, check out what he sells. I think he's a Grainfather supplier as well, agent, so it's worth a watch. What else can I say? That's about it really, so say a massive thanks to him. So join me on this fantastic journey as we brew one of Tom's kits, and I hope it's of as much use to you as I'm sure it will be to me. And we'll see you at the end for a resume of the kit. that brewing process was of some interest to some of you, or most of you, or but that's the brew in a bag version. Trying to keep it simple, trying to keep it, you know, sort of stress free, and it's a cheap way of making all grain beer. But let's say a massive thanks to Tom SKJØLINGSTAD and his staff and his company Bryggerne'S in Norway. And this is the best bit. This is the grain in the glass section of the grain to glass. It's got a SAV on it for Savannah. It's been in a bottle for 3 weeks now. So it's time for a you know, to get stuck in. What's there to say about it? Well, we'll have a look at the bottle first. It's clear. So it's been settled. It settled out well with that Mangrove Jack's M44 yeast. I did transfer an awful lot of fermenter debris over into the bottling side of things. It's quite clean. I've got a little filter on the bottom of my my siphoning tube actually, which is I might do another video on, but it's quite clear. It's quite clean. So without further ado, we'll crack into it. Now, with this kit, he gave me a little gift, and the gift is this, and I wondered what it was for a while, but it's a bottle opener, a fantastic bottle opener at that. So many thanks again for the bottle opener, Tom. As you could see from the video, hefty amount of cannon smoke came out of that. It's not gushing out, it's quite sedate, but give it a pour. This isn't my normal, usual reviewing glass. It's a 660ml bottle, so I thought I would grace it with a bigger glass. I'll sort of just call it a day there. That is it, my friends. That is it. I can tell you now, you're getting a huge, well, not a huge whack, but you're getting a really, really pleasant aroma coming from the Simcoe and the Centennial. It's clear as a bell. It's got a nice head on it. It's certainly perfectly carbonated. Beautiful colour, a beautiful gold, absolutely stunning. What's there to say about it? I think we're just going to get straight into it. Give it a taste. That's what it's about. I hope that looks the part as far as the beer goes, Tom. I hope that's sort of up to what you'd expect. Yeah, nice citrus aroma coming for that. Very slight floral notes to it, very slight, but really, 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 it is quite, not potent, but it's got a nice, really deep aroma to it. The citrus, almost tropical flavours coming out of that as well. So, let's give it a try. There's a nice amount, I mentioned about the hops, there's a nice amount of bitterness to this. This is 40 IBUs. It's coming in at 5%. But what I will say about it is, you've got a nice malt flavour as well. It's not too heavy, it's got a nice body to it, it's a medium body. You're getting that nice softness of the sort of citrus, almost tropical fruit flavours coming through. That Columbus bolsters up the IBUs. It's not giving you too much astringent bitterness from the hops. It's actually quite inviting. The body of the beer's not heavy. It's quite light. It's crisp, and you're getting that little bit of bitterness, which is making you want to drink. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. It's nice, clean flavour. There's no off flavours with that. Very pleasant indeed. Really stoked that's turned out as well as it has. That's the Savannah kit. Say it's an all grain kit. It's got Pilsner, Pale Ale malt, Caramunic 2 in there, just giving that beautiful colour and giving you that sort of, not richness, but that sort of decent, I don't like to use the word backbone, but it's giving you that sort of vehicle in which to carry the hop flavours and the aroma. Very nice indeed. So head's dropping a little bit away, but it comes back easy enough. Carbonation still coming up the glass there. Well, that is it. That is a perfect pint. Now, what I would say about it, it was a very easy kit to brew. It came with instructions. So many of these kits that you buy come with some sort of vague instruction. Instructions were there for strike temperature, mash temperature, mash out, you know, the steep hops, the lot. It all came as an instruction. It wasn't a step-by-step instruction. You'd have to have some basic knowledge of all grain brewing, but it's not essential. The information you can find out about it's all there. So all you've got to do is just get the kit, brewing it. If you're already brewing a bag anyway, you know the formula and you know the process involved. So it's an easy kit to brew, a very tasty kit to brew, and you know it's been a pleasure to brew it, to be honest with you. That is a very tasty beer, very tasty indeed. So I'd just like to say many thanks to Tom and his crew down at Bryggerne'S in Norway, and skål!